Alysa Liu stands as a titan in American figure skating, celebrated for shattering records from her teenage years well into adulthood. Her career stats are nothing short of legendary. A team gold from the 2026 Olympic Games, the world crown from 2025, and a bronze from back in 2022. She also dominated as the Grand Prix final champion for the 2025 to 2026 season, claiming 4 ISU Challenger Series titles and back-to-back U.S. national championships in 2019 and 2020, leading up to her Olympic debut in Beijing. At just 16, she was instrumental in securing a team bronze for the United States and carved out a solid 6th-place finish in the women's singles event. Liu rewrote the history books by seizing the U.S. women's title at a mere 13 years old, then defended it at 14, a level of dominance reminiscent of the Tara Lipinski era. During the 2025 World Championships held in Boston, Liu ended a nearly 2-decade drought, becoming the first American woman to capture the world title since Kimi Meissner in 2006. A true prodigy in the air, she became the first American woman to execute a quadruple jump in competition and the youngest ever to land a triple axel. Back in 2019, Time magazine recognized her impact by placing her on their very first Time 100 Next list. Now, looking at her roots, Liu entered the world on August 8, 2005, in Clovis, California, the daughter of Arthur Liu and Yanqing Mary Shun. Her father, Arthur, is a lawyer and former democracy activist who escaped China following the Tiananmen Square protests of 1989, eventually building a law practice in the Bay Area after earning his degree stateside. Arthur took on the role of a single parent from the very beginning. Though he and her mother, Mary, eventually divorced with Mary retaining guardianship, Alysa grew up as the eldest of 5. The family dynamic was unique, she and her siblings, including a sister, Selena, along with the triplets Julia, Justin, and Joshua, were brought into the world through anonymous egg donors and surrogate carriers. Arthur has been transparent about his journey, explaining that he always yearned for a family and chose surrogacy to make that dream a reality as a single dad. Looking back on those early days, Liu remembers the tight quarters fondly. "We'd all pile into one room with 3 bunk beds. It was a blast," she admitted, noting she sometimes misses that closeness. Raised by her father, the family originally called Richmond, California, in the Bay Area, their home. From the start, Liu had to juggle her academics alongside her rigorous time on the ice. She attended a local Chinese school for roughly 3 years before moving to the Oakland School for the Arts, a place that actually catered to her sport. When her travel schedule intensified, she switched to online classes via California Connections Academy, eventually finishing her schooling right in her father's law office between training sessions. By June 2021, at just 15 years old, Liu had earned her high school diploma. In the fall of 2023, she started her next chapter at UCLA, diving into psychology studies. She's been vocal about keeping a safe distance from social media and other distractions while competing. Back in 2020, she confessed to reporters that the digital noise was draining and simply not worth the energy, so she pulled back, choosing to pour that focus into her skating. Her journey began at 5 years old when Arthur introduced her to the ice, and her natural talent was undeniable from day one. By 2015, she was already making waves and placing in regional juvenile competitions. In 2016, a 10-year-old Liu snatched the intermediate gold at the U.S. Championships, becoming the youngest girl in history to achieve that feat. The following year, 2017, she stepped up to the novice division and secured a 4th-place finish at Nationals. She wasted no time making her presence felt on the international junior stage. By 2018, at only 12, she was crowned the U.S. National Junior Champion. She also took gold at competitions like the Asian Open Trophy, where she turned heads by landing a flawless triple axel. During the 2019 to 2020 season, Liu made her debut on the ISU Junior Grand Prix circuit. She swept 2 JGP events and capped it off with a silver medal at the final, the first American woman to stand on that podium since 2012. At the 2020 World Junior Championships in Tallinn, she fought back from 4th place in the short program to claim the overall bronze. In that same event, she executed 6 triple jumps, including a triple axel and a near-perfect quadruple Lutz. Her senior career exploded onto the scene in early 2019 at the U.S. Championships in Detroit. At just 13, she captured the senior ladies title, etching her name in history as the youngest U.S. champion of all time. She proved her dominance wasn't a one-off by defending that title a year later in 2020, at the age of 14. Those consecutive victories in 2019 and 2020 made her the first American woman since Ashley Wagner to win back-to-back senior titles. Since the 2012 to 2013 season. During that 2019 to 2020 run, Liu kept pushing the envelope on technical difficulty. She threw down 3 triple axels and became the first American woman to showcase a quadruple jump, specifically the quad lutz, on the international stage. As one of the youngest athletes on the roster, Liu earned her spot on the U.S. Olympic team for Beijing 2022. She delivered a rock-solid performance at the Games, helping Team USA secure a bronze medal and finishing a strong 6th in the individual competition. Right on the heels of the Olympic Games in April 2022, she dropped a bombshell that rattled the entire skating world, retiring at just 16 to escape the burnout and chase a normal life. She later confessed that by 2022, the ice had stopped feeling like a passion and started feeling like a heavy burden she was forced to carry. But after a 2-year hiatus, she pulled off a stunning reversal, returning to elite training in the 2024 season with a brand new fire in her eyes. By early 2025, she stormed the World Championship in Boston, laying down 2 flawless routines to dethrone the defending champion, Japan's Kaori Sakamoto. That victory didn't just complete her dramatic reinvention, it shattered a long, dry spell, making her the first American woman to capture the world title since 2006. The momentum continued later in 2025 during her debut appearance at the Grand Prix final, where she absolutely crushed the free skate in Nagoya, Japan, taking the gold with a staggering total score of 222.49. Racking up another career first, she played a pivotal role in leading Team USA to victory at the 2025 World Team Trophy. Now, she stands as the frontrunner for the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan Cortina, viewed widely as America's best shot at gold in women's figure skating. Off the ice, however, the narrative shifts entirely to family, education, and keeping her feet on the ground. Her world revolves tightly around the close bond she shares with her 4 siblings. During her retirement, her main ambition was simply to hang out at the family home in Richmond, California, and reclaim the childhood she had missed. She sped through high school and is now hitting the books at UCLA, a stark contrast to the relentless daily grind she endured at 13 and 14. When the mics are on, she speaks with a maturity well beyond her years regarding the crushing weight of elite sports. She has opened up about the isolation of those early days, describing age 13 and 14 as nothing but a blur of constant training. It was hardly a childhood, more like a full-time job, which is why she now fiercely guards her private life. Back in 2020, she famously slashed her social media presence to protect her peace. As of early 2026, her estimated net worth sits at $500,000. That nest egg is built on a solid foundation of prize money from her string of victories. It is further bolstered by federation funding, sponsorships, and lucrative fees for exhibition performances. While competition purses help, the real money flows in from grants and major corporate deals, and she has snagged some big ones. Her biggest splash came in December 2020, when she officially joined the elite ranks of Team Toyota. That partnership came with some serious perks, including the keys to a brand new 2021 Highlander hybrid SUV. She also inked a deal with American Girl in 2021 and became a face for Ralph Lauren, modeling the official Team USA gear during their big reveal. As the hype builds for the 2026 Olympics, she remains a central figure in their promotional campaigns. Her portfolio keeps growing, featuring heavy hitters like Nike, Samsung Galaxy, and a spot in a commercial for Gillette Venus. Managing this empire of endorsements is Yuki Segusa from the powerhouse agency IMG. If Alysa's comeback story inspired you, smash that like button and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Your support is the fuel that helps us keep bringing you these deep dives into athlete lives. So don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. Stay frosty.